Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to film a cleaning routine video, or a what I clean every day and how I clean every day video. Just to show you guys my cleaning routine and cleaning schedule. I think that's what it's called, is a cleaning schedule. But I figured it might help somebody out if they're trying to figure out when is the best time for them to clean. Of course, this schedule won't work for everyone. It's what works for me and my family. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get to it. So first off, sorry for the bad lighting. In the morning I try not to turn on any lights so I don't wake the kids up. But anyways, first thing every morning I do is make up the bed. I typically try to do that before I even leave the room in the mornings, but sometimes I'll leave the room because I wake up the same time Nate does when he leaves for work. So I'll go and not help him get ready, but I'll go and give him a kiss goodbye, and then after he leaves I'll come back in and make up the bed, because it's a nice start of the day just to wake up and clean for me, because that gets me in the mood for the rest of the day to continue the cleaning. And so it just helps me, and it's always nice to go into your bedroom and see a nicely made up bed. Another thing I have been doing recently is just filling up this white bucket with some hot soapy water and putting it on the side of my sink to put the dishes in until I get to washing them. I know I could fill up the sink, but we've actually had a lot of problems with our sink leaking, so I don't like to keep water in the sink just in case it starts leaking again. So I always just turn the water on super hot and then put some soap in it and fill the bucket up and move the bucket to the side and store my dirty dishes in it until I get to wash them. And it's now about 8 o'clock or so. The kids have eaten breakfast, and I'm just putting away the dishes that I washed last night before bed, and also washing the breakfast dishes that we had for breakfast. So I do this just whenever we finish eating breakfast, which is usually around 8 o'clock, because my kids are such early risers. We eat breakfast around 7:30 sometimes. So I want to push it out till 8 o'clock to start eating breakfast, but I feel like that's just super long stretch from when they go to bed to when they wake up to have to wait another hour before eating. So I just typically try to do it pretty soon after they wake up. And every morning I also get them out some sippy cups and fill them with water. They only drink water. Very rarely do they get anything else to drink. Occasionally I'll give them some watered down juice or something, but it's very rare. So I always make sure their sippy cups are completely full. That way they have enough to drink. And I actually need to get them bigger sippy cups because they go through like 10 of these a day. So filling up the water cups is also something I do every morning. And now that I have the dishes I washed last night from dinner, now that I have them put away, I'm just going to go and wash the breakfast dishes. So it's almost 12 o'clock and the kids are done with lunch. Well, Caleb's done with lunch. I'm done with lunch. Zoe actually had an early nap today, so she's still sleeping. But after lunch, around 12 o'clock, I'll wash the lunch dishes and clean up any of the mess from lunch. So that's about 12 o'clock every day. I'm not going to record me washing everything because it's the same thing I did earlier today with the breakfast dishes. But that's what I do around 12 o'clock, so that's the second or third thing I clean up during the day, is just washing the lunch dishes and cleaning up the kitchen after lunch. And so it's about 2 o'clock, 2:20, and we've swept everything up into a big pile. Around 2 o'clock, 2:20 is when we clean up the house again, just to make sure it's clean for when Nate gets off work, because he gets off work around at 3 o'clock and he gets home around 3:30. So I just like to take some time before he gets home to clean up the house and make sure it's all clean. So that's what we're doing right now. And that's another part of my cleaning schedule. It's about 5:30, 6 o'clock, and that's usually the time that I clean up after dinner. We usually have a bigger mess to clean up from dinner, but today we just decided to order takeout and get pizza, so I don't have that much to clean, thankfully. And every night before bed, I will go through once again and clean up the house and just make sure it's straightened up and everything that does not belong on the floor is off of the floor. I usually do put everything away where it goes, but tonight I just felt like throwing it all in a basket and saving it to do in the morning. But I did make sure the floor was completely clean because just to make sure if we have to get up in the middle of the night, we're not tripping over things and falling because there's stuff all over the floor. So that's why I always make sure it's all clean, just to get everything cleaned up and fresh and ready for the new day in the morning. And the last thing I do before I go to bed every night is get my coffee ready for in the morning. I'll put in the water and the fresh coffee grounds and just have it all ready to go for the morning. So in the morning, when I get up, all I have to do is push start, turn it on, and it's ready to go. And right here, I actually did forget to pour out my old coffee from this morning, but oh well. Sometimes I do make a whole 5-pot coffee, 5 cups of coffee, and then drink it for a couple of days and just warm it up in the microwave. I'm weird like that. Alright, and that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it maybe helped you figure out what you would like to do. Maybe it just encouraged you in some way. I would love to know if it did, so leave me a comment down below. And also don't forget to hit that like and the subscribe and the little bitty bell beside the subscribe button so you can always be made aware of when I make and upload new videos. I hope to see you on my next one.